Hello guys, today I would like to talk about best helmet setup for conventional warfare and what is the current trend that I'm observing. First of all, we need to establish if the best is high cut helmet, like so, that have this space empty over here, or full cut helmet, that look like this, that have this ear portion fully protected. We will go through advantages of the high cut helmet. And there are numerous. First of all, it's lighter. It also doesn't alternate your hearing, because sometimes, although it might be a little bit subjective feeling, when you have this portion over here, it feels like that your hearing is not as good. Then ease of use with additional equipment like headsets, diagnostic tools for medics. For example, your hearing protection like this. Also, when you have high-cut helmet, this portion is not in the way of some of the older Soviet systems like RPG-7s, some other ATGMs, where the rim of the full-cut helmet might be a little bit in the way when you're shouldering the weapon or when you have your head near the tube. And the biggest advantage for me is when you have the rails over here, you can have your hearing protection added on the rail. And that way, when you need the helmet, you take it and you don't need to take 2-3 separated things. It's all in one package. Why most guys currently choosing the full cut helmet is the additional protection, which is pretty much the only advantage of full cut helmet. Since these two helmets just came back to me, because those are helmets that I was using back in the day in my service, we will go through them, and we will go through the helmets that you can see in Ukrainian armed forces. In 2014, believe it or not, I was equipped first with metal helmet, but not the classic Soviet style. It had like modern cut. But I was glad, because I didn't have enough money to purchase helmet. So I just showed up with plate carrier with metal plates without helmet, but then by the regiment helmet was given to me. That metal one I was using throughout the autumn of 2014, and then shipment of helmets arrived. What I thought was MIG 2000. I was wearing it for like half a year before I found out that it's basically only plastic replica. So like a fool, I was wearing for a few months only plastic replica helmet. But fortunately then I got this Schubert helmet. This is the standard issue helmet of the Bundeswehr, German army. It's made out of aramid fibers, aramid layers. The weight is 1.5 kilogram, and this is maybe my favorite helmet overall, because inside it have this old school rim with nice padded leather, and it fits truly amazingly to your head, and it's just overall well made, as you can expect from German army helmet. Yes, we were using ATAC FG mixed with multicam back in the day and mixed with Bundeswehr pattern. There are also some iconic shots from 2014 of Donbass Battalion and Azov Battalion wearing these helmets, so this is one of the originals, the previous owner's name in front with some rune in the back. But I was always using it with this cover. Big disadvantage was for me that you can't put hearing protection under it, but your normal small plastic earplugs you can use no problem with this helmet. Also, when you lay down, the rim here in the rear is relatively low, so it basically tipping the helmet in your eye when you're laying down. So from this helmet, for the sole reason of use of the hearing protection, I switched to British Mark 7 helmet. This helmet was part of urgent operational requirement for the British Army because of the war in Afghanistan. It have the rear of the helmet lifted a bit, so now when you lay down with body armor, with rucksack, it doesn't pull the helmet in front that much. And it's very wide here, and it's all prepared for use with hearing protection. So you take your normal pelters, you put them under this net, and you basically wear it like so. Also very nice generous leather padding. The chin strap have cool feature that for normal use, you close it like so, and for use with gas mask, you basically extend it a little bit and use it like so. What slightly disappointed me was that the buckle on the chin strap snapped on me, so I used a little bit of paracord and it was in use quite a lot of time currently, and this repair stayed the same. So British Mark 7 together with the previous model British Mark 6 are very plentiful among Ukrainian army. The Schubert helmet, because they were wildly part of surplus sales in start of the conflict in 2014, a lot of them were purchased that way. So we have thousands of those in the country and thousands of those as well. The standard issue for Ukrainian army since 2014 is Kaska 1M from TEMP 3000 company, locally produced helmet. In the records there are 200,000 of those being ordered because before 2022. By now I would assume there might be 400-500,000 of that type. It's a decent helmet. The high-cut version of the Kaska 1M is called Tor-D. Russian army did some testing on the Kaska in 2017, and they found out that it's degrading a little bit with the use. When it's in storage it doesn't degrade. When it's issued, exposed in the field, the performance slightly dropping after 3-4 years of exploitation. Which brings me to my another point. How effective are these surplus helmets that might be even 20 years old? In case of the Schubert, for example. From what you can see in the field and from some of the testing that we did over the years shooting on random helmets, random pieces of Kevlar, the properties remain the same. The shelf life for Kevlar is said to be 10 years. After that the helmets are sold out as surplus, but the ballistic protection properties remain the same, or maybe with exploitation degrade in a rate of few percents per year, let's say 1-2% per year. So it's not even noticeable in my opinion. And now let's take a look at the most trendy version of full cut helmet that we currently use. I can see increasingly among my friends, among team members, that they're going for full cut helmets for obvious reasons. Because there are so many shrapnels, so much shelling on the battlefield, and of course you need to be there for extended periods of time because it's trench warfare. It's not like assault where you show up for one day and leave. You are there usually for multiple days. So you just live in the trench, and the more lighter, more comfortable helmet with good coverage is, the more you end up actually wearing it. You're not removing it that often because of pressure spots. So, in my opinion and in opinion of most of my friends, the currently best helmet is the British Army issued Virtus helmet. It's for a simple reason, because first of all it's full cut and it's very lightweight. In the medium size, which is this one, it weighs 1 kilogram and 140 grams. You can really tell compared to the older models, like for example Schubert helmets or the Mark 7, Mark 6 British helmets. Yes, the lightness really plays a big role. Now, what is the other mandatory thing that you need on helmet today? That's the shroud for the night vision. This one comes at factory, so all of these Virtus helmets have also this molded plastic part with the bracket for your night vision goggle. Now, since it's an army adopted system, it have all the other important stuff as well. When you add night vision, of course the helmet is more front heavy, so what you can get is the British Army issue counterweight pack that fits perfectly here, and even have little T-section that goes under here. So even if it detach from the Velcro, it stay catched on the helmet. Now to the helmet itself, the biggest disadvantage, the plastic inner part with the circle to reduce the volume usually snaps. So far it was in 100% of cases. I think in team we had total 4 of Virtus helmets and it happened on every single one of them. So first of all, you buy British surplus helmet like this. Hopefully it will have the original cover like we have here, because the cover is amazing. It have generous sections of Velcro, and it have all those amazing loops that are stretchy and are crucial for your cable management and also for the foliage, for the additional camouflage. Now what you need to do, it's mandatory, is to replace the inner part. Here we can see that the team member chose basically the best stuff that is currently on the market, in my opinion, and that's Team Wendy liner, meaning this Epic Air padding system, and also the chin strap with the volume control. It's a little bit of work to rip out all the existing parts and then put inside all the Team Wendy padding. Also, it's very pricey to buy the original parts from America and get them imported to Ukraine, but I think the result is just amazing. The Epic Air pad system is great, and in my opinion the chin strap system with the volume control is the best one currently on the market. I prefer this one even over the obscure stuff. Unfortunately, in my role in the team, I need to have high-cut helmet. First of all, it's for the medical equipment, for the diagnosis, and also for the communication equipment. But for, let's say, 90% of the soldiers, this type of helmet, lightweight, reliable, with night vision bracket from very good company, with reliable system inside, with good comfortable padding, chin strap that you are sure will not fail you in the field. So this is how the ultimate helmet configuration for conventional warfare looks like.